I read a chapter in A New Earth yesterday that I really needed to read. It was called A Dialogue on Inner Purpose, and in it Eckhart talks about one's inner purpose and one's outer purpose, and the inner purpose being the internal purpose of one's life, and the outer purpose being what one does in the world, and that sense, the more conventional sense of purpose in one's lifetime. And if you've been watching these videos, you'll know that there's been this recurring theme for me over the last couple of months of trying to get clarity over where to go next with my work in the world. And I think overall I've been generally pretty surrendered to the fact that I simply don't know what the long term looks like, and a big catalyst for this awakening and this deepening of presence in my life came about, the catalyst was that some attachment to my outer purpose was broken a couple of months ago, and led me to this place of surrender, which then blossomed into a deepening presence. And as the weeks have gone on, I've pondered. The pondering comes and goes of like, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing now? Because I had such a strong sense of outer purpose up until, that had started a year ago and had led up to this kind of breaking down, this falling away point 2 months ago. And what Eckhart says is that the inner purpose of a human's life is simple, and it's the same for everyone. It's simply to awaken, to become conscious, more and more conscious, and that's something that can only unfold in the present moment. It's an ever deepening falling in love with the now and the present moment, and through that relationship with the present moment, becoming more and more awake and alive. But the outer purpose is going to change from person to person, the bigger picture of it. But actually what he talks about is that you can only ever be focused on what your purpose is outwardly in any given moment. And what's important is that you do anything that you need to do in that moment, in the present moment, with presence, so that you're fully inhabiting the present moment, whether that means, brushing your teeth or signing a multi-million-dollar business contract. And it may be that the present moment is part of a longer term vision or project. So it's part of a series of present moments that are fulfilling a bigger purpose or intention or goal, or that may not be the case, and it may be that one simply doesn't know where the action in the present moment is leading. And that's okay, as long as you can be fully present now, then the rest will take care of itself. If you don't know, like where I am now, it's like I'm just responding to what I'm being invited to participate in day by day, week by week. I don't have a long-term vision from my work in the world at the moment anyway. That might change. So I'm simply focusing on what's being asked of me, or what I'm feeling inspired to do moment by moment. So just to give an example, it's not that nothing is taking place, it's just I'm not planning it, so yesterday, for example, I'd been invited to give an offer a session about getting to know the inner critical voice to a group of teenagers / children. So that was my task for yesterday, was giving this session, which is really about cultivating inner awareness and awareness of one's thought patterns, to a group of young people. And today I'm again working with another group of teenagers, sharing journaling techniques with them as part of a course that I'm running for them. And I'm also about to embark on a series of birth preparation sessions with a couple who are expecting a baby later this year. And in between these kind of more structured commitments are, of course, all the other interactions in my daily life with my family, with my friends, the practical things that need to be done, life administration. So I'm releasing again the need or the desire to know where I'm headed in the long term, because I see now that desire to have a bigger purpose is coming from an egoic place, a place where the small I wants recognition, wants success, wants to excel in something and be noticed for it. There was definitely that underlying desire there in that wanting to have a bigger purpose. And what is bigger or more important than simply living fully and consciously in the present moment? There is nothing more expansive than that, actually. The more I go into it, the more I realize that it sounds like something small and simple, and in many ways it is, and yet it's the most elusive thing for us humans who have got so embroiled in our obsession with the future and the past. So this is my reflection on inner and outer purpose.